It's the final day of the season, and there's still a lot of questions to be answered about this Blue Jay team moving forward. Steve, one of the big questions going into the off season is the status of John Farrell, and today there was really nothing that cleared up that situation.
Absolutely not. I mean, John Farrell's going into the final year of his contract. There have been all the Boston rumors going around of, whether the Red Sox want him, whether he in fact wants to go, whether they might be willing to trade a player for him. One thing was clear today, though, with John Farrell is he's not about to demand a new contract. He's not about to go to management or Alex Anthopoulos in this case and say, I need more years. He kind of joked about being a lame duck and said, I don't even know, I think he said something like, I don't even know what a duck is.
But can you actually see the Jays and John Farrell going into next year without a contract extension?
Well, under normal sports, sort of the way you operate, no. Because you would want to be clear that this guy is the guy you believe in, number one. He's the manager of choice. And so if he's your manager of choice, you want him signed up for more than 1 year. But on the other hand, you look at the first 2 years that John Farrell's been the Jays manager, and you ask yourselves, what has he accomplished? Like, what is John Farrell baseball? What do we look at? What do we know about him? And so you got to take a step backwards and think maybe you come in and say, you know what? This is your prove-it year. You've got to prove something. And if you do so, you'll get an extension.
Steve, as you know, no matter what the sport, teams usually take on the personality of the guy in charge. And if that's the case, I'm really stumped as to what kind of team the Blue Jays really are.
Yeah, and you've seen it in other places. You've seen it in the past with Ozzie Guillen in Chicago when he was there. I think we've seen it this year with Ventura in Chicago, teams taking on players' management. And you see with Buck Showalter, certainly with Baltimore. And the tone of all the conversation today as the season's wrapping up is, where are the leaders on this team? And who are the leaders on this team? And why aren't more players leading? And the question, I guess, could be turned around is, why isn't the manager leading more? And so it's a complex issue right now, and there's things that need to be worked out here.
Well, going into the off season, the only thing that for Jays fans know, it's going to be a very busy one. This is Mike Rutzi and Steve Simmons for the Toronto Sun.